because you've been on the YouTube landscape for so long, you've probably seen many of the different changes that they've gone through and whatnot. Yet through all of these different changes that the platform goes, and both in what like the audiences want to see and what creators want to make, your style specifically seems to have been relatively consistent through most of those years. So my question to you is, how much do you feel you may have compromised what your creative vision was for the platform, if you've compromised at all?
That's where I sort of applaud myself. Like I had a conversation with my friend Cameron about this recently. He's like, if you want to grow your channel, if you want your channel to explode, just do like all caps titles and red text in the thumbnail and do it whatever the newest trend is. And I'm like, I know that that will work because I've seen it happen, but I applaud myself because I haven't changed for the purpose of growth. It's like I want to do what I want to do. I love making Let's Plays. I love making daily vlogs, and uh, whether my channel grows or not, like I don't really care because I kind
Right.
of just want to keep doing what I love doing with my little community.
Of course. And I think that's what I like about your channel a lot, is it's very clear in your videos that you are making videos because you're having fun making them, as opposed to trying to reach whatever trends that YouTube wants you to reach. Um, is there like is there still some area though where it was kind of just something you wish you didn't have to do with video creation or live stream or something that for practicality's sakes, or at least for making audiences enjoy the content more, that you would prefer not to do, in a sense, like something that just becomes tedious, like maybe thumbnails or upload schedules and stuff like that?
Like, is there one specific thing that I don't
Yeah, I
really
mean,
do?
like if you like, I know there's some people out there who just genuinely don't like making thumbnails. I don't really get that from seeing your thumbnails. But like, and there's some people who also just don't like dealing with prime upload times and scheduling stuff. They'd rather just upload entire full length videos or whatnot. Is there something you wish like you could kind of had the freedom to do a little bit easier without worrying about bothering the audience?
Not really, honestly. Like, there's not like an aspect of it that I can think of that is a bother or anything like that. Like, making
Sure.
thumbnails is fine. Like, I've got a basic template down, and I kind of like trying to find the perfect screenshot from the video to use in the thumbnail. And I guess the only thing I can think of, I don't know if this even really applies, is I just wish I had like more time. I feel like that doesn't really
Yeah.
apply to the question, but
No, every podcast guest I've had has just talked about how like time is just the ultimate, like the thing any creator wants the most of. Like if they could ask for anything, it would be
yeah.
more time for anything they do. Um, so then I'm going to kind of flip the question around. Is there something like some individual aspect about creating that you find one of the most satisfying parts? Because obviously you play a lot of games and then record commentary over them, but the actual, like, is there any kind of nitty gritty thing that you're like, this one little aspect I enjoy doing every single time or whatnot? For an example, mine is like thumbnails. I really like making thumbnails.
Right.
I'm a graphic design major, so I just find a lot of enjoyment in that. While there's other things where it's like, this is sometimes a lot of fun, sometimes not as fun, you know?
Honestly, I don't remember the last time I recorded a video and I didn't feel like I was there wanting to do it. I feel like the second that I hit the record button, I do my sync test, and then the moment that my voice goes, "Hey, what's up, everyone?" I'm like, okay, I'm in the zone. This is fun.
Right.
So I guess the recording process for me is the most fun part. Like, and I love doing that every time. Honestly,
Sure.
I can't think of one specific instance where I haven't enjoyed it.
And then what about things like editing? Like, if you find that you still enjoy every aspect of editing, or does that ever get like tedious or whatnot? Or
The only tedious aspect of editing for me is the fact that I have so much of it to do.
of course, of course.
Because my vlog channel's still behind. I got so many vlogs to do. But no, I just if I could freeze my office in a bubble of time and just get everything edited and just sit here and grind it out, I'd be fine with that. Like
Yeah.
I like editing. If I could be a video editor like professionally, there's a career or whatever, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Because I like doing it. And I've learned so much over the years. I've learned different editing techniques, and you can tell by going back to my old videos, like, wow, he used a crossfade. Look at that guy. And then
Right.
nowadays, it's like, whoa, the thing that he wanted to show on stream popped up from the background. And it's like, oh, that's neat.
Yeah, and it's always, what's nice about editing is it feels like it's something that's always improving, you know? It never feels like you're getting worse at editing per se. While like sometimes with commentary, you might hit like little lulls and you feel like, man, maybe I'm just not doing commentary as good as I used to or something like that, right? And that might not be the best example, but there's other areas of creating where you can start to get it in your head that you might be declining a little bit, even though it's most of the time not true. Editing feels like one of those things that you're just constantly learning more about and then slowly evolving over time. And editing is definitely one of my favorite parts too. Hey there, you just watched a clip from my creative podcast. If you'd like to check out the full episode, you can support me over on Patreon. And if not, you can subscribe to check out more clips coming here soon.